Women sell sex, on the whole, because they need money. To give sex less men money with which to pay for sex presupposes that there are women who need to sell sex to live. This is the deep contradiction at the heart of the incel phenomenon. Incels oppose themselves to a sexual market in which they see themselves as losers, while being wedded to the status hierarchy that structures that market. As Selma James, Maria Rosa Dalla Costa, and Sylvia Federici pointed out in the 1970s, and Nancy Fraser has argued since, the family as a site of feminine care serves capitalism by giving men emotional and sexual compensation for the coercion of market relations. But Indians are such civilized people, he said. I wanted to tell him that there is no civilization under patriarchy. When you are a woman and a philosopher, wrote the French philosopher Mich Lilla-Duff, it is useful to be a feminist in order to understand what is happening to you. This second sense is also said to be a natural thing, a thing that exists outside politics. Feminism shows that this too is a fiction, and a fiction that serves certain interests. Sex, which we think of as the most private of acts, is in reality a public thing. The roles we play, the emotions we feel, who gives, who takes, who demands, who serves, who wants, who is wanted, who benefits, who suffers, the rules for all this were set long before we entered the world. And yet, if the aim is not merely to punish male sexual domination but to end it, feminism must address questions that many feminists would rather avoid. Feminism, whether a carceral approach that systemically harms poor people and people of color can serve sexual justice, whether the notion of due process and perhaps to the presumption of innocence should apply to social media and public accusations, whether punishment produces social change. What does it really take to alter the mind of patriarchy?